What's up, guys? Hades here. Playoffs have started. We just had week 1, and I was looking for some good matches to review. And I was looking at the stats, and I go, hold on. Someone beat me in Battlefield Contribution the first week? Who is this player? And so I looked at their match, and it was actually a really cool match. I want to review it. I want to kind of highlight this player. I can't say this name, obviously, but this is an impressive win with a ton of points. But yeah, let's jump into this match. All right, I'm gonna go through this match and kind of skip through the highlights, talk about what each team could kind of do better and what this player does really well. They actually go top. These spawns are not fantastic. Excuse me, these relocations. You pretty much never want to go across the tower. Any decent team is never gonna let something like this happen, but it doesn't matter. They get blocked anyways. And here's our player. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a black curtain, but they're in the front and they are tanking rallies over and over. I only watched a little bit. I didn't want to spoil it. I want to keep this as interesting as possible. Now, this team, HT, is completely outnumbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the enemy has 7 with reinforcements on the way. In the middle, the FK team has quite a few more in the middle. And on the bottom, they already lost tower, but they're even in numbers. So this match doesn't have as many people as it should have, but it's still interesting nonetheless. What's funny is it's 16 to, well, now it's 18 to 22. But the numbers don't matter. There's been a ton of matches already in the first week that the numbers didn't matter, right? And if you have the right setup and you have good coordination, you can win against all odds. Now, you can see he's getting rallied, he's getting solo attacked, he's getting focused, right? He's in the front. What I would like to see is these guys play around him. He's very clearly winning. This player is playing very well. They look to have the same name, but one has a 1. It could be the same person garrisoning or a friend, I don't know. Either way, this FK team needs to prioritize the tower. I can tell these newer teams haven't quite got the coordination and synergy down, but there should have been a support skill used, and they should have taken this tower a very long time ago. Now you can also tell this player isn't actually attacking much. They are mostly just defending, right? And when you have a better team, sometimes just defending is the best thing you can do. Because if everyone on their team is focusing you, well, that means everyone behind you, look at all their lines, are able to attack, right? They're allowed to hit here and here and here and not really worry about what happens. And then you just sit there and tank. Obviously, this doesn't always work, and you should have, teamwork next to you, but that's not always the case. Now, from my limited watching of this, some of these players are actually doing quite well, right? This timing was good, and the blocks were very good, which I'm happy to see. I like to see high level play. I like to see people make good plays, but I don't like to see bad plays, right? When someone walks right next to you, you have to block it. It takes 3 attacks to break a relocation. If you didn't already know that, it takes 3 hits. You need to have your marches full of troops. If they're like half troop or not completely full, then it's not going to work the way you want it to. The next thing I think FK should have done was actually focus the people that wasn't this guy, right? If they had attacked this guy and this one, then they could all focus him at the end without getting hit in retaliation, right? Looking around the map, FK still hasn't taken back this, even though they are kind of winning. No, it's actually 3v3, which is very interesting. And then they move someone away. I think they're trying to win the middle. No, they just have a lot of people in the spawn. So FK's marches are definitely weaker, and that's something you have to adapt from week to week. This is 1-out elimination, so you can always lose one, learn, make a better build, either copy your opponent or make something that counters what they used. Most people just used Fire Seondeok. That's pretty much been the meta for a very long time. Not much beats it at all. You can counter it with a few teams, but if you go too far into the counter, then you're vulnerable to other things. And it looks like that player did get ported. No, I haven't. Lost track of them. Or maybe, oh yeah, they're here. Very interesting. Front line, move back, keep going. Actually love this play a lot. These guys haven't proven to be able to beat him. So if he steps back, now he can apply some pressure with attacks, right? I have a feeling this player is playing on 2 accounts. I'm actually almost completely certain. Attacks, instant recalls, very good play. And somehow this is still a close match. It shouldn't be, right? Finally, FK makes a nice play here. They already took that. I don't love this, right? You can't leave a tower completely undefended. If you are someone who dies and you realize this, you need to go defend it, right? It should be so obvious. There's one player. Just sit here and don't let that happen, right? Now they're too late. And this is a terrible relocation because this player can cancel them. They're close enough to hit it 3 times and boom. We'll see if they do it. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Very good. Solid player, making the correct moves. HT does end up winning this bot. FK still has control of the top here. And it looks like they're going to get control of the middle. Surprisingly, this middle hasn't been taken yet at all. Here's what I'm assuming is the ult of that guy or just a friend. And this many players, I don't care what build you have, should not let this happen, right? There should be rallies on him and this should be taken 10 times out of 10. They get it. Good job. And now that's going to really even it out a lot. They're now at 35 per second versus 20, and they're only slightly behind. HT makes a bit of a comeback here on the bottom. They're going to clean this up, and that's going to be taken back very soon. And HT is being annoying here at the top. They're not letting this go easily. A lot of the FK players are getting low. Half HP, 2 hits... 2 hits and a full HP, and if anything shows you what's going to happen, they are probably going to end up pulling this out. The player count's now 20 to 22, so it's only a 2-player difference, which is basically nothing at this point, assuming you have good allocations. FK does completely control the middle now. HT controls the bottom. We haven't seen a retake here, which is surprising. Very good job by Relevant keeping this for as long as possible. When you're in this situation, you use your last dying breath to clear the tower. Make sure it takes them the full 2 minutes to get it back. Every point could matter, and in this game, it does matter quite a bit. They make quite the surge at their home tower, which is quite funny. And here's our player again. I have a feeling... yeah, he knows he's stronger. When you know you're stronger, you need to be aggressive like this. This is a good relocation because he can be supported, and these 2 players are under pressure, right? So he's not going to be able to attack it, and this one's so much paying attention here and here that they're not going to look. And then boom, now he has free reign to attack and just dominate this position. This player needs to unbubble. Yeah, there we go. Good timing, got the attack from retaliation, and then he attacks back in retaliation. I can tell this is a very, very strong player in general. Good builder, good game sense. The moment he saw him attack, he attacked back. He has, yeah, he doesn't take free hits. He never gets caught off guard. Really, really strong. And attacking with multiple marches and winning both is impressive. And then they just lock this tower down, which is crazy. You should pretty much never do this in a normal game. But when you know you're this strong, like maybe your main and your second team are beating their best team, then you can, right? Then they go with bad relocations, you clear it, and then they're stuck in their base longer and longer and longer. And because they're holding this, they retook home and they still have control of bot. It's 3-2, and 3-2 is always winning in this mode. And it's almost exactly even in points now. Excuse me, just need a little bit of water. He's only taken one hit and he's getting rallied. Even defends the rallies. I believe he's getting reinforced, which is really good by these guys. You can tell they are definitely communicating together. If you guys don't play on Discord or some sort of app to talk to your teammates, I highly recommend it. Very important in these kind of competitive environments. Now, I don't like what FK is doing. They should not be sending it to the home tower from this far away. It doesn't do anything. You have to clear them before you take it. Look, 2 hits and 2 hits. This is a rally, they're gone in 30 seconds. If you just take the time to send the rallies and actually use main marches, then they get cleared and then you take the tower back. If you're sending your main march to hit the tower over and over and over, they can just clear it with their main march, right? Who's going to pressure this player, right? Maybe him. But everyone else, if they're just sending it here, he's not getting pressured and he can clear the tower, right? Same thing here. He's right next to tower. He can just clear the tower. So they send. If you clear it, boom, you reset it. 2 more minutes, it's not yours. And that timing is very important. Since the time I said that, they easily could have cleared them both, right? If they had cleared them, this would already be their tower. But look, it's already being refresh. And then they slowly bleed out tower 1. So now it's a 4-1. And they have to take back their home tower very quickly. If they don't, they're going to start to lose out on their points. They have to hold the middle, and then they have to find a third tower to actually come back. Because now they're 5,000 behind. And actually, mathematically, with only 10 minutes left, they kind of just can't. This was a very, very well executed game by this player. He's moving in very tactical ways. He absolutely made a killer march that hard countered these guys. And he had great teamwork with 2 or 3 teammates. And that's kind of all you need. And even though he gets ported and dies, he did more than enough. This game is over. They slowly bleed it out. They do get it, take it back. Then you can see the pressure comes through the middle. It gets retaken, and this game is over. Well played to HT. I hope they can get like 30 players because they could actually be a pretty good threat with the strong players and strong builds they had. Anyways, congratulations to them. Good luck in week 2, and I hope FK adapts to their next march. If you guys like these informative videos, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.